of the National Football League. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's our visiting team and the Chicago Bears. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. As off we go in the NFC title game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. No problem there on the extra point, and the Bears will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
At the Bears' 37-yard line.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. But something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
His throw left side is complete.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he gets this up close to the 40. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll have it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll let this one go deep. That is brought in.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point, up and good. The Armadillos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Bears. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The kicker on for the
What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
Before the kick, we get a timeout taken by the return team. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Greg, we look out, snow easing just a bit as they get set for second down. Man in motion, heading right. From the gun, here's a handoff. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. On play action, Daniels. He's going to take a shot downfield. That is hard. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
The drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a 1st down.
And a 1-3-all 1st down.
Going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Flush to his right, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game. After this, both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A huge play just before the half. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, during the regular season, Mike, we sit up here, no one more so than myself, and we talk about the value and the importance of the passing game and its correlation to scoring points, but a lot of that gets tipped the other direction come postseason. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to control the line of scrimmage on both sides, and that's exactly what we saw here in this one.
Makes the score Bears 28, Armadillos 24.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Snow has started to fall ahead of this drive. Man in motion, heading left. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this.
The pass complete to number 3. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
2nd and inches. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And for this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after him.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That's taken in.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. The third quarter begins with a run. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
The RPO, that one is complete. Still on his feet.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
31, Bears 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down. Off play action. Here's Williams. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
16-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete.
your life, you've heard how difficult it is to throw in conditions like this, but he's making this look like 7-on-7. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance in very difficult conditions.
The extra point is good, and the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
He works free. Right side. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Armadillos. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving to his left. That's into the hands of Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align. And tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
So often we think third down, pass. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground, kind of flip the script a little bit, keep defenses guessing throughout the game, and it leads to a big pickup.
Come to the line now for first down and 10. To throw is Williams. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Bears. Saving his best for the playoff. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
There's that man again, another catch. Come to the line, 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Daniels gonna throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're gonna be set up right around the 10-yard line.
1st down, Armadillo.
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Montreal.
Touchdown, Montreal.
He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The kicker on.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
give on the ground, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down. Play fake. Now Williams. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Well, he continues to be the focal point of this offense all night long, and he's already up over 100 yards on the ground. No sense of reinventing yourself. Continue to do with what got you here, and he adds another nice run to his night and ends up in the end zone once again.
Armadillos, 45.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Second down, 8 for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And that will be a first down. They'll send Flowers in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Here comes second down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. And it comes to 4th and 2. Slot man going to move in motion left. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Now the kicking team here will take a timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. This one caught by the back out of the backfield.
This is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Now on second and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for our visitors. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our